Most software engineers always want to build something outside of their normal 9-to-5 job, because we are creative people who want to build our own thing, as well as we want to get some additional income besides our job. This is what I was doing myself when I started working as a software engineer, but I was doing it completely wrong. I was working as a food delivery guy, I was building freelance websites that didn't develop my skills a lot, and it was basically a waste of my time and money that I could earn. The side hustles that I will tell you about in this video are really good ones, and I wish I would know about them earlier so that I wouldn't waste my time on doing nonsense side hustles. Those are the business models where you can actually get paid thousands of dollars for your work. It's not just some small gigs or freelancing. It's basically building a side business that can eventually replace your entire 9-to-5 employee job. But it's not going to be easy to implement this, it's not going to be easy to start, but the outcomes you will get from this if you will actually start are going to be huge. And by saying outcome, I don't just mean money, I mean the entire life fulfillment and overall life happiness, since you will be doing the things that you will actually enjoy. So listen closely, and after I will describe all of those 4 business models, I will explain how exactly to start working with all of those models without taking too much pressure on yourself and without quitting your 9-to-5 yet. And let's get started. First model is mentoring and coaching. It's basically teaching other people to do something that you already can do. For most of you, it may be teaching them how to become software engineers or how to learn coding skills, not necessarily to become 9-to-5 employees. And it's primarily about teaching people who are not businesses, who are just regular consumers. And the thing that I don't really like about this model is that you are kind of teaching the thing that you may be running away from yourself, if we are talking about software engineering coaching and mentoring. But you can definitely utilize it for everything. Maybe you'll teach people how to use code to build some specific applications to solve their own problems, or maybe how to build SaaS applications that will eventually make them money. And even teaching people how to become software engineers is also not a bad thing, if this is what they want to and if this is the levels that they're trying to reach. For example, if the guy is working in the car wash, he's kind of on the level 1 and he wants to get to level 2, which is just more money for his 1 hour of work. And software engineering is definitely the best job he can get when it comes to the return for 1 hour of work. And even while you're in this position already and you want to get to level 3 where you're already controlling your own work and building your own business, it's still fine for you to promote people from level 1 to level 2, as long as this is what actually helps them. Because the person who is on level 1, he's not thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. His current problem is definitely on a lower level and he's not worried about building a business, he's just worrying about surviving and getting a better job. This is what's the case for me and probably the case for you when you were a student or just figuring out what you're gonna do with your work. I realized I forgot to mention any information about the income here, but you can start charging from $3,000 for each of those clients. And this is exactly what I will explain in the next business model, why you can charge so huge money. And the second business model that you can take if you are really good when it comes to technical things is consulting businesses and startups on how to solve their technical problems. It's almost like working a job, but you are charging for your services yourself. You're choosing what hours you're gonna work, what are the clients that you're gonna work with, and you don't necessarily need to write code for them. You can help non-technical businesses, technical businesses to just solve their problems and explain the things that they don't understand. You probably are aware that there is many companies that are losing money on their memory leaks, maybe they're using too much AI credits, maybe their application performance sucks, or maybe they're bad at getting any clients, maybe their SEO is wrong, or whatever are the problems that you may have technical skills to solve. In the end of the video, I'll explain how exactly you can find what solution you can offer and to whom. And many engineers actually make a huge mistake here and trying to take this employee route at this stage. Whenever they start offering their consulting services, they're trying to offer them as an hour to money exchange. And this is a huge mistake because you're again just exchanging your hours for money. So what you should do is, instead of selling them the process, which is consulting hours with you, basically some meetings, calls, or maybe some communication, you should sell outcomes instead. So instead of saying to a non-technical business owner that you're gonna spend 10 hours with him and you're gonna explain how exactly to solve his problem, what he probably will not buy because he doesn't even understand if you are able to solve this problem. And why would he even buy those hours? What's the purpose? So instead you should say to him, I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna give you the information so that you can fix the performance of your application without needing any technical skills, or maybe just giving some access for you to their repository, and then you're gonna give them the solutions that they are looking for. So again, you're not selling the process, you're selling the outcomes. And this is exactly what all businesses do. They're kinda taking this calculated risk that they will have to spend some dedicated amount of time on fixing this problem, and they're just selling this problem without worrying on how much time they will actually spend doing this. And there is two benefits in doing this. First, you can increase your rate per hour. Basically, you can charge more for the expected amount of hours it will take you to do. And second is that you can increase your price again, because you're not charging for your hours, but you are charging for the outcome. So instead of selling 10 of your consulting hours for $100 each, which is $1,000 total, you can sell a package for $5,000 and explain what exactly is going to be the fix that you will provide for them. And they're not worried about how much time you're going to spend doing this, as long as you can actually do the fix. And again, they're paying not for the results. They don't care about how much time it's going to take you to do. They just care about the result, because they may not even know what exactly you're going to do. And to actually make people pay you for your services, they should understand that you actually have the knowledge to actually solve this problem, and that you are not just going to sit there and pretend that you are doing some work. You should first ideally show them that you have enough knowledge and build trust with them. And this is where personal branding comes in place, and this is exactly what I'm helping software engineers to build and eventually monetize as well. If you're considering to utilize any business models that I'm describing in this video or will describe later, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and I'll give you a few tips and can actually audit your business idea. Completely for free, I'm always happy to chat about it. Send me a connection request and let me know that you're coming from this video so that I know what exactly to share with you. I will chat with you there, and let's go to the next business model. The third business model that you can take is software development agency, and it's exactly like doing a normal software engineer job. But here it's more interesting, exciting. You may be working on different projects, building software for different companies, for different people, for different circumstances, really grow a lot during this stage, as well as again charge them not for your hours, but for the results that you are providing to them. For example, instead of saying I'm charging $50 per hour for working on your project, this is what all freelancers basically usually do, you just need to say I'm charging $10,000 for this project. And it's gonna have this, this and that. And again, customer is gonna be more than happy to pay you for this result, especially if you already have some proof. And since you were working as a software engineer, you do have some proof. Your LinkedIn is your proof. And building a personal brand can help you to prove this even more. It's gonna help you tremendously there. And the fourth business model, which is similar to the previous one, is also a software development agency. But here, instead of building the product from scratch, I recommend you to sell the same product. Basically, you will build a SaaS and will be selling it to people. And I'm not saying that you should build it first. You can first find the client and then you will build it during the process. Because this is exactly how they expect this to work, that you will be doing some development for them. So for example, let's say you decided to work with gym owners and you want to build websites for them. So instead of building a website from scratch all the time, you need to create just one platform like a website builder, but for yourself, and it shouldn't be like no code, it can be yes code. And basically, whenever you get a new client, you just create a new page for him, you just made a few changes, and basically provide the solutions that they were looking for. And here is a very important thing, because for those guys, you shouldn't sell just a website, or you shouldn't sell, again, the process. Website is kind of the process. Website is the process of getting clients, or the process of booking calls, or the process of building trust for their brand. Maybe it's like a clothing brand and they want to build trust. Website is, again, the process. So what you should sell, again, just like we discussed with consulting, is not the process, but the result. So instead of saying to gym owners that I'm just gonna build you a website, it's not gonna be worth anything to them. But if you will say that I will build you a website that will, instead of 1,000 people, will convert 1,100 people into monthly members, whenever they're coming from ads, from just search, or whatever else, then they will be more than happy to pay you for this additional 100 monthly clients, some amount of money that you will discuss. Let's say each of these gym's clients is paying $30 per month, and you're getting 100 more clients. So it's $3 additional $1,000 per month. So they will be more than willing to pay you, for example, $10,000 in one-time fee for building a website for them. And you can also add a retention fee when you will be supporting this website, adding new features. And the best part here is that while you will be adding new features, those features will be added to all the websites of all of your clients at once. Because it's the same software that you build just once, and later you're just improving and adding some additional features that your clients request. And this is a really good model that you can utilize. But first you need to find the exact problem that you're gonna solve and how your solution is gonna look like. And this is exactly why I made this video about niche selection, on how you should actually start your business, who you're gonna solve this problem for, how you're gonna solve this problem exactly. All of this you're gonna understand after watching this video, and I highly recommend you to go through all of the steps described in this video. And I'll see you in this video, or I will chat with you on LinkedIn.